this yard today, and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Line towards center field. Hicks is there, and he has it for the first out.
At second, the left fielder, number 23, Michael Franklin.
Now the first pitch from CC. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And we're looking at a chilly October night here at Yankee Stadium. 53 degrees at first pitch. And he popped him up. Gregorius in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Sabathia's ready. Here's the 1-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
One out, nobody on. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Romero.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Just getting started here in the Bronx. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Previous history with Sabathia batting .500, 4 for 8. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. Here's Sabathia on 1-2. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone!
Well, it's not too surprising to see him go bridge here. 2 outs, bases empty. That's when you see a guy change their approach, and they just swing for the fences, trying to make the inning after all, and that's exactly what he did right here.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hicks on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Indians are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Stepping in, Aaron Hicks. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. A high fastball is in there. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
The next 0-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Hicks is retired, and there's 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Gleyber Torres. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Torres, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
His offense gave him an early lead, and he is on the attack. Punched out the first 2 guys and made it look easy, and still getting ahead.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses there. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Gomes has it. And the throw to first ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. It remains 1-0.
Leading off for Cleveland, third baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there. No balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Batting sixth, first baseman.
Into the box, Yonder Alonso, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. One out, nobody on. Oh, and 2 to Alonso.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Now another 0-2.
That's a ball.
And a fastball just a bit high.
1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, and the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Hit back toward the mound. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Rajay Davis.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. Here's big Aaron
Leading
Judge.
off for the Yankees, right fielder, Aaron.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Stanton is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Two-one pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Now in the box, Gary Sanchez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3. Here's Leonis Martin.
Leading off for the Indians.
First pitch on its way.
Martin.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the 3rd. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Previous history with Sabathia, a number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to 3rd here. In now for Cleveland, Francisco Lindor trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from 3rd. No balls and a strike to count. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Here's the first pitch to him. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hicks is after it. And that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Past history with Mike Clevenger. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Hit to short. Lindor ranges to his right. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting 8th, left fielder.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Now the pitch. Looped out toward third. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. McCutchen leads off first with 1 away. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
He's set. Here it comes. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. A runner on first with 2 away. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
The 1-1. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. 2 out with the man at first. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jose Ramirez. He'll stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Runners going. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. A pause, and the 0-2. And this is fouled at the plate. The 0-2 once more is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits...
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, guys, you take your hat off to the batter right there. He was obviously, you could see in his approach, he was trying to work that ball the other way. And he finds a hole. Now it's first and third. Mucho problemas on the mound.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
The count now at 2-1. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. To 2-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride it.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His first homer so far in the series as the Indians have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
Here's Yonder Alonso. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 3 runs already home here. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Into the box now, Rajay Davis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
And the Tribe keep it rolling as this will be extra bases again. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move. That'll be all tonight for CC Sabathia. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike to Leonis Martin.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Popped him up. Torres is there for it. 2 gone. Standing in, Yan Gomes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Davis at second with 2 down. And the changeup is way low that time. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Way in front of that fastball.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him late when
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
This is line to left. Brantley has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Riding in once again, Miguel Andujar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Again, another foul ball.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His first homer here in the series. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into
the box, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Hit hard down the line. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
In now, Gary Sanchez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Skied into straightaway right. Davis is there, and that's the third out. The Yankees answer right back on the solo home run. We played 4. It's the Indians 5, and the Yankees 1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Hit down the line at first. Voit over to his left, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Here's Michael Brantley. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that one stayed too low apparently. A ball and a strike.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
2 balls and a strike now. 3-1. And that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. They're up 5-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Digging in now, Luke Boyd. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-2. Popped him up. Alonso has room in foul territory. And he brings it in on the warning track. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Aaron Hicks. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Dan, it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
1-1. Hard hit at third. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They're down here 5-1. Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
1-1 to count. 1-1 now to Encarnacion. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Josh Donaldson will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Here's Yonder Alonso, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Fair to say. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And the changeup is way low that time.
No strike.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Davis is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's big Aaron Judge. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And yet another strikeout here, his 11th of the ball game. Ready for another shot now, Rajay Davis. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. In there at the knees, strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Rajay Davis becomes the first out of the inning. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
1-1 the count now. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He singled his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hit sharply on the ground, and Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. From the stretch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Turned on down the line. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Popped him up. Davis moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. 1 run is scored. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Dan Otero comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Neil Walker will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Ball 1.
You like the modern style of baseball? Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
One and one, here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Brantley is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
From the stretch. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Now back.
Digging in once again, Gleyber Torres, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set and the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This one skied out toward right. Davis is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Neil Walker will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing.
Ready once again, Francisco Lindor. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. 0-1 the count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Hicks going back, still going back, and it's gone. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage. Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, woof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Now to the plate, Josh Donaldson. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Change up low, 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
And this one misses as well, and that pushes it to 3-1. Brantley leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Ball 4. Here's Yonder Alonso, and this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really. It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Takes a high fastball for a strike. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. Cody Allen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And that's in there for strike 1.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Lindor comes up with it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Here's big Aaron Judge. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Davis. And this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money. And there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Popped him up. Gomes has a play, and that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Hit back toward the mound. Ramirez is up with it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Yankees do get one on the solo homer. Ninth inning. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're back at Yankee Stadium for the top of the ninth. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
A ball and a strike now. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Michael Brantley trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Splitter taken here, 2-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Gregorius is there, and that's the third out. Brad Hand is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Brad Hand.
Here's Didi Gregorius. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now the 2-0 home. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
And that one just missed outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Bouncer up the middle. Ramirez is there, and there's one down now. Here's Neil Walker. His career line against Brad Hand. He's just 1 for 6. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Walker swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the first round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians are going to live to fight another day. They stave off elimination here in Game 4 as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious